the Chinese are going to start to create these mechanical soldiers by 2025. My question is it possible that maybe a soul can take those over and make a mess out of everything? That's just a question.
That's a good question, Ronald. And guess what? Surprise, they've already been doing it. So again, they just give you these dates or whatever. It's like, you know, I don't know if you've heard on the news many years ago, the doctors or the scientists would say, well, in 5 years, we'll have a cure for cancer. Let's see, what was that, 40 years ago, 50 years ago on TV or whatever? How many times they say that? So again, they're already doing it. It's already being done many places, etc. So that's a distraction. Anything that you hear from the media, that's all created distraction. So even anything animated can, you know, the awareness can occupy that. It's that simple. So anything is possible in life. It's just that, again, we've been literalized and groomed to the point to where, you know, we look at restrictions first. It's like, oh, that's not possible. You know, look at 30, 40 years ago. Talk about cell phones. You watch Star Trek, they had the, you know, communicators, etc. There's the cell phones. They're always telling you what they've already got, etc. So, yeah, again, anything's possible if you want to go that route and then have to grease those machines all the time. But anyhow, yes, sir. Yes. Thank you for the question, Ronald.
I think one of the reasons why they don't seem to come up with the answers to the cancer problem is that if they answer it, the money stops. And that seems to be the problem today.
Well, there are no problems unless you consider it. Paul used those words, but I just see it. Everybody makes a choice, and it's not about curing anything. Okay, the whole idea of the Earth is you're on a human farming planet. That's it. Okay, you're not here to boy meets girl and have a good time, and you know, this is home sweet home. But if you want to think that, you can. But you are on a human farming planet. And everything that's being done that is affecting people is done on purpose because this is their entertainment and they like to watch people slowly suffer. That's it. Yeah, so people can, you know, try to chase happiness, think love is the answer and all this stuff. Fine, you know, you can do whatever you want, but guess what? They're just laughing. The thing is that they are poisoning everything, which they have. Everything's poison. It's more than obvious. It's all right in front of you, etc. Yeah. So again, this is what they like to do. This is their entertainment. This is what they've always done. As you see the other planets in the solar system, yeah, basically they're dead because they destroyed them too. They just keep destroying. This is what they do.
I was going to ask Duane if he thinks there's a solution to exactly what he just outlined about being a farming planet, because I'm inclined, after all the research I've been doing, I'm inclined to agree that we are a farming planet. I've actually seen a simulator from inside, and we all have personal simulators, and then they're all attached to a much larger simulation that just creates reality from whatever we think. It just responds to us. And you know, this is the thing. It's like I know it's our job to get control of these simulators, but the question is how.
Well, it's really not that, Charles. It's, you know, just think of it like your car. Okay, whether you have a car or not, the car's on the planet. The car is subject to everything on the planet. You got to maintain it, fill it with gas, whatever. And hopefully no one steals it, so you put it in a garage or somewhere, etc. So your body's the same way, and whether it's contained or not doesn't matter, because it's all about awareness. And again, the concern out there is that people are not aware that they are awareness, so they are concerned about the containment they're in. And you don't have to be, just like the physical body you have here, okay? It is a containment, okay, and you're hooked to other things. We all are, because we have 4 other bodies, etc. But again, no, it's about awareness. So as the body goes, as an example, as you leave this earth, and you're doing that every day anyhow, you're simply aware of other positions in creation and eventually the real universe is. So it's not about anything that you can so-called figure out, or what do we do, or we take this over, or whatever. You're still restricted. It's not about that. It's about awareness. You become more aware and recognize what's real. And so again, that's the big journey. So, you know, we have been taught to be literal, thinking in terms that, oh, we got to figure it out. We got to build a bigger machine, build a bigger bomb. No, that's not going to do it. There's no safety here. There's no freedom. There's none of that. It's about awareness. And this is where, when you have these different systems and you've got people out there with knowledge of what's going on or whatever, well, so what? Do they have the awareness that, you know, they can actually pass right through it once they're aware? But that takes a while to recognize that. It's a recognition. And
what I should have said is that that's how I believe we take over the simulators, essentially. I wasn't talking about awareness, but I was thinking in particular, stop the agreement. And
well, that's huge. That's huge. So that's done individually. So you decide. So now you know that you're on your own journey and you have the best guidance. Whether you agree to it or not, that's up to you. But it's all about awareness. And so even though, you know, I came through Eckankar, I was to do that. That was a prelude. I was to be babysat by Paul and the other ones to have the experience of what not to do for 30 years, etc., until it came my turn, stepped up, and I created this. This is the next step. And as you look at that and other things, they don't talk about that. And even if they do, it's usually in the personal sense, not the real sense, not the real awareness. And basically, they never talk about the other 5 bodies people are operating. It's always in the personal sense, just like religion is that, oh, if you're a good person, you'll go to heaven. But, you know, these people don't even know where their so-called gods or heavens are. They're just hoping that's going to happen. Well, we know what's going on, so it's all about awareness. So in the meantime, yeah, we get beat up, we get sick, we get ill, whatever. So I don't see it about taking over anything. Let's see what happens. But again, each person can decide for themselves. I'm not thinking for the group here. I'm just saying that each person decides. So whatever you see and you want to do, you do. That's what I'm doing. And I have the guidance accordingly. So I have ideas. And if other people want to take part in that, fine. If they don't, that's fine too. But it's about awareness. Yeah.
Very good. Thank you.
Yeah. Yes. Thank you for showing up. It's all for you.